Right, here we go. The latest video where I took the RS on a little trip up to Tregaron for fish and chips. So first problem I had was the wires broke on the camera, so the sound was a little bit of a disaster area, but not to worry, is I got a new one on order, and I can make do with a voiceover for the video. So as you can see, we took a little trip up, first of all up to Honey Calf, little straight there, cup of coffee and a bit of cake. Not the cheapest place in the world, but very nice and very good quality of food and service. You get what you pay for, to be fair. So yeah. Here we go, heading up towards Built Wells. It's a lovely road, but I've been on it many times, so it's my videos. I've got a lot of the road up to Built in them. Out the other side of Built and headed on the 483. Lovely road, but not on there for long. We're up to Beulah and then we take a right there and head up on the road then towards the Devil's Staircase. There are some of the best views in Wales. Coming through this valley is absolutely stunning. Not a fast road, but beautiful nonetheless. You've got to be careful going along here. There are a couple of blind corners. You're on a bit of a hill and then a blind corner. It makes it a bit difficult. This when you're on the rock is a good example. No way you can see what's coming around the corner. As we carry along here, there's we see there's a group of people in front of us, so you don't really want to catch them up. in the middle of the double staircase, so we were a little bit careful. There's still just loads of beautiful scenery around us, and we've got to keep an eye on the sheep, obviously. They're pretty good up here. They're used to bikes, they don't take any notice whatsoever. We get the odd one that makes a bolt for the other side of the road. The tail end Charlie of the group in front is determined to take photographs of as much as he can, and become quite amusing a little bit later. But as we come up to the Devil's Staircase, I'd allowed a bit of time to allow them to get up, clear the Devil's Staircase, only to get up on the staircase and find him parked in the middle of it taking photographs. So it did slow me down again, somewhat I didn't want to, but he did see us come in and move on, so it wasn't too much of a problem. Yeah, the first turn here, take it nice and wide. The camera doesn't do it justice how steep it is, but there's our friend at the top of the hill, parked in the middle of the corner. Luckily, he does decide to move on. And catches up with his group at the top of the hill. Dropping down the other side now, get near the junction where we could have turned off to Limbrian, but we're off to Tregaron, so we're going to take the first turning right and go up the other side of the staircase. There's a couple of nice corners on there as well. It is slow down again a little bit just to let him get up the other side. I took the opportunity to let the van come down the hill, give us a little bit more time. As I said, there's a couple of tidy corners going up this side. You can see on the first sharp right hander that somebody hasn't quite been prepared for it, and there's some gouges close to the right hand side of the road where they've come a cropper by there. Get past the Audi. The views just keep on coming. It's lovely everywhere you look. Obviously everything's nice and green with the amount of rain we've had. Still a fair amount of gravel in the middle of the road. Got to keep your wits about you. I always make the same mistake coming over here, and I always intend to stop by the sheep pens and take a photograph down the valley. There's no passing place there, so I always forget, just stop in the middle of the road. You look down the left there, if you've got the camera, there's some lovely views down there, but you've got to keep your eye on the road, so the ghost is picking up nothing. But I should have stopped by here and just had a couple of photographs down that valley. It's beautiful. This area was the area that was particularly bad when they closed the road, where the logging lorries had destroyed both sides of the road and just left a bit in the middle, just enough to get a bike through. But it was a bit of a mess. Our road snaking away up the other side of the hill. The headphone box is just at the bottom here. That's where we meet our tail end Charlie again. God knows what he was doing, but he'd lost touch with his group again, and he didn't seem to know where he was going or where the group was going. So it was quite amusing. we hadn't seen their group for a little while because we did allow them to move on, but so we couldn't really help them knowing where they'd gone. When he turned up, we could only say, well, there's only one road going forward, and that's heading towards Tregaron. Everything is going back. So we sent him on his way, stopped for a chat at the red phone box, and like 10 minutes later he headed back down the other way. One of his mates had picked him up, phoned him up obviously, and off they went back in the direction they'd come. So they went back in the same direction, and then he come back from there, come back down to the phone box, and then took the other route back towards Limbrian to go over the bridge and head off that way. So yeah, I don't know whether they were doing a little bit of wild camping or something that way, but whatever it was, he kept on getting lost. I've no doubt that he's got the best collection of photographs. So we heading over the top now towards Tregaron. It turned out to be a day for new bikes. Actually, Jeff had just come back from his Scottish trip where he was very impressed with the Z1000 SX. I think he'd seen up in the Green Valley, and with his cafe racer being a little bit focused for touring, or not touring rather, he turned up at the meeting point at Sainsbury's with a new for him Kawasaki Z1000, and Brian, who's been pulling a sickie for a while, he had operation on his eyes, turned up on his new for him 1200 RS BMW. So yeah, it's both of them enjoying their first ride really on their new bikes. It went really well. See, the weather held out all the way through. We had a little bit of rain at the beginning of Sainsbury's, but just a splash, and then stayed dry the rest of the way around. This video is only as far as Tregaron though. The ride was that good. I think I'll make another video from Tregaron back to home, because we didn't go by conventional routes. We looked for some alternative roads that we haven't been on before, and that worked out very well for us as well. Tregaron. I think after Tregaron it's only 10-12 miles then from there to Tregaron. Lovely view coming over the top here down towards the beach. I did get criticised by one of the boys for staying towards the middle of the road on this left hand turn here. So I stayed out towards the middle because the left hand, right in the corner, there was one hell of a camber. And if I'd have gone in there, I'd have gone arse over tit. But never mind. That beer mill, we've moved out of the way, just nice us there. Just room to get 4 bikes in. That more or less wraps it up. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm going to enjoy my fish and chips. Cheers.